And welcome back to another episode of Riding Steel. I'm Todd Sanders. With me, my beautiful co-host, Tracy Fiandaca. Hello, Tracy.
Hi.
We are in Scarborough, Maine, July 9th, 2011. And Tracy, why are we here?
We are here today at the Maine Veterans Home for our Wounded Heroes Run today.
This is a run that Pam Pyer puts on.
Yes.
And she has. We got a beautiful day. Bikes are rolling in, more bikes than last year, it appears to me. Were you here last year?
I was not here last year. I couldn't make it.
Okay. So this ride leaves. Pam's going to tell us a little bit about it later. Leaves out of Scarborough, rides down to Bentley Saloon. Have you ever been to Bentley Saloon?
Very much so, all the time.
So Tracy is a frequent flyer at Bentley, so she can show us she's a veteran there. And Bentley Warren is here actually, assisting and helping out. Last year it was kind of touching to see him pushing a veteran around in a wheelchair.
That's really awesome. I think this touches home with a lot of people with everything that's going on in the world today. I know myself, I have a wounded vet at home. He served back in '95 and was wounded over in Somalia, so he is now a disabled vet. He couldn't be with us here today, but a lot of people I talk to, this just touches home everywhere, all around.
And it's interesting when you talk to Pam, a lot of us don't understand the challenges that not only these people face when they're serving their country, but the challenges are even more challenging sometimes when they come back and all the paperwork things they have to go to get the assistance that they may need because of being injured, depending on our country.
I've been there, and it is a nightmare going, the people you have to talk to, the letters you have to write, the forms you have to fill out. It is, if you're not on top of it, it's a full-time job, and some of these guys that come back, they can't handle it. They've got post-traumatic stress syndrome. They can't handle the paperwork. They can't handle, the things that they have to do and go through the hoops they have to jump through sometimes, and Pam is doing an awesome job.
It's a great job. We got a police escort today. We got the U.S. Army here. We got CYY. We got BLM. We've got our cameraman's favorite food place. What's the name of that place? The Meat House. So Bentley Warren's got his bus here, so it's going to be a great day and for a great cause.
It's going to be a wonderful day for a ride.
This week, the motorcyclists riding for a cause are on the road and headed to the Scarborough Veterans Center in Scarborough, Maine. Once again, Pam Pyer and her team of the Wounded Heroes program have organized their annual Wounded Heroes Ride. The proceeds raised for this benefit ride go to help our wounded soldiers that reside here in the state of Maine. The plight of our wounded doesn't end when they return to the States. For many, it's just the opposite, as you will learn when we return from these few short messages from our sponsors. Ridin' Steel is brought to you by an accommodating and friendly staff is waiting to serve you at the Taste of Maine restaurant, located on Route 1 in Woolwich, Maine. The Taste of Maine offers delicious food and a beautiful view. Or perhaps you're holding a special event. Our banquet rooms and ample parking are sure to meet your needs. Be sure to tell them Ridin' Steel sent you for your 10% discount. Located on Route 1 just north of Bath, it's the Taste of Maine. Call 443-4554 to schedule your event.
Motorcycle accidents can happen like this. People in cars sometimes don't see people on bikes. The results of someone's carelessness can bring devastation to a victim and a family.
Hello, my name is Stephen Marois, and I am the producer of Ridin' Steel, and it pleases me to announce our newest affiliate and supporter, Lowry & Associates.
Lowry & Associates has represented many victims of motorcycle accidents over the years. And if you are injured in a motorcycle accident, we will make very sure that you get the maximum recovery possible.
Lowry & Associates. We treat our clients like family.
Today, time and money is more important than ever. At Hourglass, located at 619 Main Street, South Portland, we understand the need for affordability, efficiency, and quality.
Our windshield and glass replacement specialists have your best interest in mind. We provide free estimates and will work with your insurance company to ensure prompt and courteous service.
Stop in and say hello to our friendly Hourglass staff. We specialize in customer service and all your glass needs.
At Hourglass, we'll stand behind our lifetime guarantee.
Go to hourglasscompany.com to learn more.
And find us and like us on Facebook.
Make our glass company your glass company.
If you're looking to detail your auto or bike, check out Banana Banners, located at 160 Main Street, Bowdenham, Maine, or go to ourpeel.com. As mentioned prior to the commercial break, the plight of our wounded doesn't end when they come home. The fact of the matter is that when they are injured in battle, they are now considered disabled and have lost their service pay status, and often have to wait a considerable amount of time for their disability pay to come in. But financial issues are not the only battles our young men and women have to concern themselves with. There is also a psychological toll that our wounded have to contend with. Commonly known as PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, this injury is invisible to those not aware of the signs to look for. Many people simply do not understand or have any way of gauging just how traumatic war can be. Some believe that once someone has joined the military that they're all set for life. So why do they need our money? And then there are those that feel when someone volunteers to join the military that surely they must know that they'll be sent to fight somewhere. For soldiers awaiting their disability pay, bureaucracy or red tape can be a reality. The average working class American would be hard-pressed to go 1 week without pay, let alone months or in some cases years. As for PTSD, most of us couldn't even begin to fathom the horrors of war. Perhaps that explains why only 1% of our citizens enlist. What are the indicators that a soldier is suffering from PTSD? It could be that he or she have become reclusive or depressed. Maybe they're edgy, distrusting, or loud noises seriously disturb them. Some don't like to be touched. Now imagine someone going through this, trying to assimilate back into society or find a job. This is why I support the Wounded Heroes Program. The Wounded Heroes Program not only helps our soldiers through difficult financial times, but also helps them in every way possible to assist them in taking care of themselves. This year's Wounded Heroes Ride has additional meaning to us of Ridin Steel. The ride is in honor of Sergeant James R. Merrill, United States Marine Corps. He is the son of Ridin Steel's bike cam operator Naomi Perkins. So it is with love and pride that we are there in support of Naomi and her husband Troy. It also takes special meaning because Pam has also dedicated her ride to be in the memory of Private David R.G. Barnum. David was a young man from my hometown of Bath, Maine, that I initially met on MySpace back in 2009. I had sent him a few copies of Ridin Steel to watch with his friends while he was in service. And when he returned to Maine, we were able to get his bike running and have him join us on the Wounded Heroes Ride of 2010.
He's not wounded, but his bike was, and we had to spend some hours on it to get it up and ready for him. But you having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
All right. But David was wounded. I had no idea at the time as to how badly.
There was a young man in Iraq who had contacted Steve Marois on the Ridin Steel website. He was deployed, his bike had been sitting around rotting, not being used, and Steve had told him about the ride. And his only wish to come home was to get that bike fixed up and be able to participate in our ride last year. And Steve helped make that happen. Thank you, Steve. I'm getting better. So last year when Dave came home, he got his bike fixed thanks to Steve and some other people. And he was in the ride last year and he could not wait to run up to me and show me his outdated bike, but boy, it was up and running. And he rode with us last year. He came home with the same injuries all these guys are carrying around, and our young lady there. The invisible injuries, the PTSD, the brain injury, all the stuff that cripples them in a way nobody understands. And in December, after Dave came home, one of his parents died in December. And then the other one died in March. And when you combine that with everything else he was struggling with, it was more than he could deal with. And David took his own life in May because he couldn't deal with it anymore. So he took his life at the grave of his mother, and Steve was kind enough to attend the services because I was unable, and it was a beautiful ceremony. And I did get to speak to his widow, all of 24, and asked her permission to be able to dedicate our ride this year in his memory, and she was very, very glad that we even asked or thought of that. So this year, Wounded Heroes Ride 2011 is dedicated to the memory of Private David Varnum from Thompson, Brunswick area, because he served his country and gave, all but delayed, the ultimate sacrifice in doing so. So at this point in time, we'd like to make a presentation in memory of Private David P. Varnum. And at this time, I would like to introduce Ginger Lee Smith to sing beautifully, as she always does for us. She will be singing Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. We please at this time have a moment of silence for Private David R.G. Varnum. Thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you, everyone, and I'd like to thank these young men and women who did a beautiful job.
Naples Custom Motorsports, the fast-growing motorsports business in the region. A full-service facility supplying you with custom bike building, fabrication, and paint, specializing but not limited to Harley-Davidsons, offering a full line of parts, accessories, and apparel. Located at the intersection of Route 302 and Kansas Road in Naples, Maine.
Hi, I'm Dennis Lalaverty with Naples Custom Motorsports. Come on down and see us here, where you're going to get the best selection of late model used motorcycles, custom paintwork, repairs, service, parts, and apparel. We look forward to seeing you soon. Come on down.
Big Moose Harley-Davidson is your destination when shopping for a new or used bike in the Portland area. At Big Moose, we have all you need to be part of the legend. Riding apparel, clothing, full line of parts and accessories, dependable service, and a financial department dedicated to meeting your needs.
Come in and experience the customer first attitude at Big Moose Harley-Davidson, where the legend rolls on.
For honest, professional, courteous service through your real estate journey, contact me, Wendy Gallant, at Caldwell Banker Lakes Region Properties in Naples, Maine. Your friendly neighborhood realtor.
Hey, Anne Marie, right?
Yes.
You're the one that's skipping school today?
Yes, I am actually.
Yeah, so
and
why?
My teacher doesn't like it.
Well, yeah, but you know, you seem to find this a little more important to attend, right?
I'm a Navy veteran. My two younger sons just got out of the Marines, and I know some fallen soldiers I was like a second mom to them.
Right.
And this is more important than my college class right now.
Okay, and thank you so much for making this a priority in your life. Really
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it, Anne.
You don't need to thank me though.
Yeah.
I did it because I felt like it.
Good. There's David and Carla.
Hey,
how you guys doing?
How you doing?
We're good.
Terrific, Steve. What a great ride down.
Not bad, huh? It was pretty nice. We had a good charge of bikes. Anybody count them out?
No.
About 30. We left when we left Brunswick. It was about 18, and we picked up a couple with Todd, and then we picked up another bunch over with Danny over on the low side of Freeport, and then we got to Yarmouth and picked up probably another 8 or so, I think.
Right.
So I think we got up around 35. So.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's what we like to do,
got the
right?
largest bunch coming in.
Neil Kinney, I'm with the Wounded Heroes Program, helping out Pam Pyer. Couldn't ask for better weather.
All right, so why do you do what you do for Pam?
Well, my oldest son was in the Marines. It just seemed like a good cause, good fit. I just can't, just helping out other people, I guess, you know.
Right.
Our guys coming back who are wounded, just helping them out. You know?
Good job. Good. Well, thank you so much for what you're doing, man. Appreciate it. Take care. I'm
Nice to meet you,
Steve. I'm from Ridin Steel.
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and I'm the producer of Ridin Steel. But I like to
Fantastic.
walk around and meet people, talk with them and stuff.
It's a great event.
Yeah,
it's a great event.
it is.
It's a worthy cause, and for all these people to be here, all walks of life.
Right. And how often do you get out and ride for charity?
All the time.
All the time?
All the
Really?
time. Every
Like
summer.
Every weekend or just?
No. But
No?
every summer, at least 2 or 3 rides every summer.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks.
supporting this one and
Yeah.
contributing to it and all.
Yeah. Thanks.
Be safe today,
Thanks.
okay? And we'll see you down
Nice
to Bentley.
meeting you.
Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Tina, where you from?
Saco, Maine.
How did you get word of the Wounded Heroes ride? Have you been on it before?
We did it last year for the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
And our son is actually in the Army. He's a Cav Scout. So
Oh,
go.
and how's he doing?
He's doing well. He was just home for 2 weeks. He's back to Iraq till February.
Right, and now
Second
you know.
tour duty.
Right, you know this ride is about helping out wounded veterans that return home, right? And how does that? How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I think we've been around shaking their hands and thanking them for their service, and this means so much to them. They put their life on the line for our freedom every day.
Right.
They deserve this recognition, and having our son in the Army, there's not a lot of support there. People would be shocked to know that they do a lot out of their pocket and their heart. So to recognize these soldiers, wounded or current service, means a lot.
Well, thank you very much
Thank
for being
you.
here today, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for that. That was very well said, and
Thank you.
I appreciate the insight that you had to offer.
Thank you.
Okay, take
Thank you.
care.
Thank you.
Bye. How you guys doing?
Great, yo.
Beautiful day, huh? Yeah. So you guys are veterans of the Wounded Hero ride, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. We've been here several years.
Several years, right?
4 years.
All 4 years? Yeah. So do you know Pam personally? Pam Pyer, who runs the Wounded?
My son hangs around with her besides her in her husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And who's your son?
Carl Trotter.
Carl Trotter. And your name, sir, is?
Ray Trotter.
Ray Trotter.
And my daughter's he's on a committee over here, Lisa Trotter.
Oh.
Morrison, I should say.
Heavily involved then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Very a part of the family, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific. And your name is?
Raymond Bertrand.
And you're from?
Biddeford.
Biddeford, all right, so you're local. This one I know holds special meaning for me because I admire greatly what Pam's doing with the Wounded Heroes program and supporting our kids coming back from the war and everything. And and what's it mean to you, sir, if you don't mind
It
sharing?
means an awful lot because I put 8 years in the service myself.
Yeah, and what branch?
Navy.
You were in the Navy?
I pretty much know what these boys have been through.
Yeah, and what theater were you in?
I was on board the USS Northampton, but I went in after the Vietnam or before the Vietnam, I should say.
Yeah.
So never did any hard duty, but.
So you got out
Yeah, I got out.
before NAM started?
Before NAM.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
All right, well, it was
Yeah, we
nice.
got some years behind us.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you take care of yourselves, all right?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Enjoy the ride today.
Oh, yeah.
Dear Father,
We thank you for today. We thank you for the beautiful day that you've given us here in Maine. We thank you for the freedom of our country. We ask now, you please bless those men and women that stay here in this home. Those who have given everything of their lives to make our country free. We ask that you please bless their lives. Comfort them and guide them in your will. Please be with our sons and daughters overseas, those who are fighting every day. Father, please bring them home safe. And if it is your will to bring them home to you now, please ease our hearts and be with their families here at home. And Father, please bless these riders today. Please give them safe traveling mercies on the way down. Give them good roads. Give them good machines. And Father, please give them strong hearts. We ask your blessing upon all of us this day. Please go with us and guide us.
When they are relieved from their service to their country because they're too injured to continue serving, they stop getting paid. Most people, 99% of America doesn't know that. They think, oh, they're hurt, their government will take care of them, or so-and-so will take care of them, and that's very much not the case. So a big part of what we do is making people understand that, you know what, you stop getting paid and you tell me the things you'd fall behind on, your rent, your car payments, heating oil, insurance, cell phones, utilities, things for your kids. Everything we all take for granted that we need day to day, they can't provide anymore because most of them can't work and their benefits are 6 months to 2 years away.
And that's what I was going to say from one of my previous conversations with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes those that are even getting benefits, it's a lengthy period of time before they can start receiving those.
Yes, it is. It's usually at least 6 months, and right now it's even longer because picture this, and this is what I don't want for today's guys. The guys from Vietnam and Korea who suffered for all these years with Agent Orange related conditions are just now getting approved for those and are just now being moved to the front of the line to get help for that. I don't want that to be our guys. The ride today is dedicated in memory of Private David Varnum. David Varnum was deployed early part of last year over in Iraq, and he touched base with Steve online because of Ridin Steel. And David's biggest dream was to be able, when he came home, to get his old bike that'd been sitting there fixed up and be able to ride with us, and he did. Steve helped make that happen in a big, big way, so thank you, Steve. And David was here last year. David lost one of his parents in December and the other parent in March. And compounded with all the other issues he was not successfully being treated for, it was more than he could deal with. And unfortunately in May, David took his life, and it's got to stop. We don't want them to get to that point. So today is dedicated to his memory, and we will be making sure we do that properly and with pride. My dream would be to see that there are no gaps, means we don't need to fill them, and everything would work the way it's supposed to. That would be my dream.
I'm Lisa from Florida, and you're watching the Wounded Heroes ride on Ridin Steel.
Perfect.
Better?
Hi, I'm Mike Paul, and I've been pouring residential and commercial foundations in Southern Maine for 26 years. Mike Paul Foundations works with contractors and homeowners. We are fully insured. Mike Paul Foundations also on Facebook. Find us, like us, and receive a 5% discount on the upcoming project. So call us today for your free estimate.
Mike Paul Foundations. Let his 26 years of experience be your guide to your new project. Give him a call today.
For your concrete jobs, big or small, call Mike Paul.
Welcome to North Country Harley Davidson, one of the best resources for parts, accessories, and motor clothes. North Country Harley Davidson, not just any Harley, your Harley. The Railroad Restaurant and Pub, a beautifully restored train depot located in the heart of Lisbon Falls. Providing a full breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu specializing in seafood and home-cooked meals, with ample room to accommodate your event. Call 353-6069. When in Lisbon Falls, stop in and visit the friendly folks of the Railroad Restaurant and Pub.
Ironhurst Company. Contact the Ironhurst Company at 725-6793, offering a unique alternative for that final ride. Looking for a destination in Gardner, Maine? Stop by Mike's Water Street Grill. Located on 463 Water Street, Gardner, Mike's Water Street Grill offers great food, entertainment, and daily specials, and ample parking for your special event. You're only a stranger once at Mike's Water Street Grill. Call 582-9464 or find us on Facebook.
Sandra Taylor.
And Sandra, why are you all dressed up in this uniform?
In my yellow. I represent Gold Star Wives of America. We are all military widows. And what I would like people to know most of all is that the families that are eligible for survivor benefits are not only combat-related deaths, it is also active duty deaths and service-connected deaths.
How would someone get a hold of you?
They could simply look up Gold Star Wives of America.
Thanks for taking a minute with me and explaining what you're about, okay?
Thank you, yes.
You're welcome.
And I'm with Mike. Mike, you're Pam's son.
Yes, I am.
And I think you had a lot to do with Pam's involvement in this type of an activity.
I did. My 11th IED of the deployment was the one that did me in.
What branch of the service were you in?
The Army. 1st Cav Division out of Fort Hood, Texas. I was a tanker.
But what does it feel like to you to have all these other people show up and support an event like this?
It's amazing because the thing a lot of people don't realize, when I talk to a lot of the Vietnam era veterans, they're saying we're fighting the new Vietnam. This is the new Vietnam, and the lack of respect that they got coming home absolutely disgusts me to beyond all belief.
And it's amazing. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's amazing. Probably many Vietnam vets here supporting this event today.
Absolutely. When we were at the Veterans Home, World War II vets, Korea, Vietnam, everything. And the level of respect and love and appreciation that we get from veterans, civilians, and just everybody, it's almost overwhelming.
And you deserve it. It takes a lot of people to pull together an event like this.
Oh, it certainly does.
Despite the tough financial times, people do show up for events like this. So what does it mean to host an event like this? And I know you do many.
We enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing the veterans up there with Pam, her son, and Doc, and the other 3 people. To see them doing it, and see them so happy, and just know you're helping people. I had tears in my eyes about 10 times or 15 times between Scarborough and here, so it's unbelievable. And Pam, has to take a lot of credit.
Rocks.
A lot of credit.
Would not happen without Pam.
She has to take a lot of credit because she does so much work to make this work. It's really wonderful.
If people want to get in touch with you, Bentley Saloon, I know he has a calendar of events. Where do people go to get information?
Their website is awesome. It's so comprehensive.
Well, plug it.
BentleySaloon.com. My phone number is 468-1026, and they can also find me through WarriorLegacyFoundation.org.
Tracy.
Todd.
We come to the conclusion of another great ride.
Yes, we have.
What thoughts are in your mind as we conclude this?
Without getting emotional, wow, it was overwhelming for me today. It really was. The what people had to say, and the prayers. Seeing the veterans today at the Veterans Home this morning. Many people in my family that were in the service. Some died. Some still serving. Some disabled.
Hopefully we'll see you on a ride in the future. Until then, keep watching Ride and Steel.
Today's a special day for you.
Yes, it is.
It is. Your boy is being commemorated.
Yes, he's the T-shirt's in honor of Sergeant James Merrill, USMC.
All right.
I'm a proud Marine mom.